day. Good day, beautiful, bountiful, beloved immortal beings, and good-looking people. Remember, you're good-looking, so always looking for and finding the good. And here you found the goodest good possible, the greatest show about happiness, joy on the internet. Finding Happiness and Joy with Edwin and Barry. There is no greater show on earth. Welcome. Get ready. Buckle up, because you're about to find happiness and joy. Good day, beautiful, bountiful, beloved, immortal beings, and good-looking people. Maybe good-looking, you're always looking for and finding the good. How can I make the categorical statement that all the thousands, tens of thousands of people that are listening, watching, and will be sharing with other people around who are all good looking? Because by definition, if you use the most valuable asset you have, your time, to tune in to Happiness and Joy with your humble host, Barry Shore, the Ambassador of Joy, and our amazing dear friend, Edwin Edebiri, the Chief Happiness Officer for the world, that means you're always looking for and finding the good in life. That's the definition of a good looking person. And this is Thursday, the first and third Thursday of every month for the rest of your life is bookmarked, imprinted, and branded into your very being and on your rectangle. We call that the phone. And make sure that you're here all the time and you're always listening, because there are elements here in every single show that can enable you to shift your life into a better place. And remember, shift is a great word. It's the title of my latest book, Oh Shift. And unfortunately, most people that I work with drop the F in shift and the other stuff happens. You got to be effing careful with your F's. You want to shift your perspective, and then you can live in joy and happiness every single day. Now, today is Thursday. As I said, first and third Thursday, every month, the rest of your life, you're tuning in. We don't call it Thursday. We call it Thankful Thursday. You see, when you start doing that, when you have your mind in gear and your speech in gear and your actions in gear, meaning you're in the gear of thankful, guess what happens in life? The gates open and you are full of thanks. You are a conduit of good, a channel of good. You become a child of God. So without any further ado, I'm going to ask my wonderful dear partner, Edwin, to chime in here, because he has brought to my attention something we really want to discuss today, because it exists for every human being. Every human being. The Ambassador of Joy, Edwin included. There are obstacles, obstacles in being happy and living in joy. Yes. Now, from Edwin's perspective and Barry's perspective, we recognize and we welcome obstacles as stepping stones. But I want Edwin to chime in and give us his idea of what to do and how to utilize them for your advantage, because that's really the key to life. Listening to Edward, being happy, and using obstacles. Okay, Edwin, what do we do? The world is waiting.
First of all, I want to say good day, my beautiful friend, the Ambassador of Joy all over the world. Good day. And I also want to say good day to all the hundreds and thousands of people that are watching and that will benefit from this show. And we want to encourage you. Don't just consume it yourself now. You know, I think it's Emerson, word of Emerson, that said it, that happiness is like a perfume, okay? You cannot spray it on others without a few drops coming back at you. So go ahead and share this podcast with everywhere you go. And you, for every single human being you attract to watch the podcast, your level of happiness just increase a little bit, because it's like a spray. You're sprinkling it on people and the wind is bringing it back at you. So we're going to talk about obstacle. Now, Barry, here is something, and I know you know this because you've been around the block, you focus, you put your energy to spreading joy every single opportunity. You've never allowed obstacle to stop you from spreading joy. And I want to say to people, yes, we put a lot of other stuff in front, like, oh, the reason I'm not happy is that, or the reason I'm not happy is this, or the reason that I'm not happy is all of those kind of stuff. But I'm going to say today, folks, that the biggest obstacle, and this is from somebody that have interviewed thousands of people on the subject of happiness, the biggest, by far the biggest obstacle to happiness is in your head, your negative thought pattern. Okay, negative thought pattern, folks. If you are thinking all the time that you cannot be happy, guess what? You are absolutely right. Okay? Change your thought and say, man, I deserve to be happy. And so I am going to be happy, and not even going to be happy is my favorite three word. Three word, three words. Sometimes I do two finger. No, it's three words. Okay. I am happy. That's it.
I am happy.
It's my favorite three word. Okay. Now my favorite two word is thank you. Okay. So thank you for watching us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Folks, I'm telling you, if you make up your mind right this very moment, this is one area where you do not have to procrastinate. You don't have to say, okay, well, I'll do it when I go brush after I brush my teeth, or I'll do it after a cup of coffee, or I'll do it when I get to this location. No, no, no. Just right this very moment, if you look into the mirror, if there is one, and if there's no mirror, don't even worry about it. Just pretend there's a mirror, and you say to yourself, I am happy. Now, again, remember now, negative thought patterns can be very powerful. That's why they are obstacle, okay? The moment you say, I am happy, it's going to come right back at you and say, shut up. You are not happy. What do you mean? You don't deserve to be happy. Your life is this, your life is that, your life. And it will give you thousands of reasons why you should not be happy. But guess what? You have power over all of that. You can say, guess what? I am happy in spite of all of that. Then you start to chip into that negative thought pattern. You start chipping into it a little bit. You start chipping into it a little bit. And before you know it, he's down to a level where he doesn't have power over you anymore. Barry, that's it. That's how we get.
Let's unpack some of what amazing Edwin is sharing with us about being happy. So again, you learn three words. Hello. Three words. And as we say in the real world, if you have to fake it till you make it, so fake it. Okay.
So, yeah.
F and K, fake it until you make it. But listen to what he said. When you say I'm happy, and then there's a little voice inside of you that, ha, 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 you're a liar. You can't. That's just a little voice. It is powerful. But here's the secret that wonderful, fabulous, purposeful, powerful, pleasant Edward has said. Notice I said powerful. You have the power to overcome, to shatter that obstacle. And you don't have to tell it to go away. You can just say, hi, smile. You can tickle it. Imagine tickling the power that says you're a liar. You start tickling and it laughs. Guess what? You recognize the power that you have because you shrink it. You don't have to kick it and yell it and scream it. That's what it wants. You just be, like he said, suffused with perfume. So he said three words, I am happy. And then the two favorite words, thank you, because today is Thankful Thursday. Thank is a fabulous acronym that stands for to harmonize and nurture kindness. As you live in life and you harmonize and nurture kindness, the result must be, it is a law, the result must be that you will be happier, healthier, and wealthier. Who doesn't want that? You want that? You want to be happier, healthier, and wealthier? Edmund just gave it to you, and I'm embellishing on it. Learn to say thank you 3 times a day, consciously and conscientiously, no matter what. I'm not talking about thank you like a robot. We're talking conscious, meaning aware, Conscientious, meaning look into somebody's eyes, shake a hand, wave, smile, recognize another human being, and generate that thank you from the place of nobility, from the place of grandeur, from the place of power, purpose, and pleasantness. Wonderful, Edwin.
Yes.
I'm going to say something now because you mentioned three words, and I love it. I'm going to mention three letters. And
Okay.
I think this is going to help a lot of people shift. Remember, keep that F in place so the other stuff will happen. Shift their perspective. So sometimes, or often, as you and I both know, because we work with people who say, yes, yes, I agree, but you ever hear that happen,
Oh
Edwin? Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I agree, but, well, you don't know my life. You don't know what's going on. But, in other words, the but is, yeah, but. Well, I'm going to urge everybody, those three letters, I want you to push aside for the moment, right? Actually, write them down on a little piece of paper, put it in your pocket, and just keep them there because I want you to practice not using them and doing something else. I'm going to substitute those three letters for three other letters. Ready?
Yes.
Edwin, I love what you say. Barry, that's great. And not but, and I'm going to begin working on that now. And I'm going to try that right now. And I love what you're saying. And I'm going to share this with people because I love being happier, healthier, and wealthier. Share is a great acronym. It stands for spreading happiness and rejuvenating energy. That's the essence of Edwin. That's the essence of Barry. So again, write down the letters BUT. Put it in a piece of paper, put it in your pocket, and say, I'm going to avoid those for a little bit. I'm going to substitute three other letters, AND. And you have something that you really like and it's good. And I'm going to do that. And right now, the essence of a winner, the essence of the winner is in one word, action. Action, ACTION. When someone takes action, Edwin, isn't it correct that if they begin to take action on something positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant, it can help shift their whole mindset? Isn't that correct?
Actually, it's so correct that I can actually say that if you don't take action, nothing shifts. And if anything, it can actually shift backward, Okay.
Right. You'll end up with the F in the wrong place, and
In
the
the
other
wrong
stuff
place.
will happen if you don't
And
take action.
so here is another thing. When you just break down, Barry, you know, and after traveling all over the world and really focusing and dedicating my life to spreading happiness, you start to find out that the things that really cause people to be happy are the simplest things in everything. The simplest. Like right now, you just say remove but and put add, okay? Because but cancel everything before and add multiply, everything. So now some people are gonna say, Barry, come on now, that's too simple. If it's just that easy, everybody will be doing it. And guess what? The chief happiness officer is here to stamp what Barry just said, that is actually simpler than what he just said. All you have to do is just start to do it. Just start to do it. Now, Barry, let's quickly look into another thing that is a major obstacle. Stress. Okay.
Ah!
Stress. Major obstacle. Now, here is my own take about that. I tell people, especially those who come into my sphere, people who come near me, especially business people, folks who are doing multiple stuff, people who are employee, people who are married, people who go to school, people everywhere. I say, don't take yourself too seriously because nobody else cares. Okay. Now let me make one thing really clear. If you are getting paid to do a job, if you are a student going to a school, if you are a spouse trying to make sure your family is solid, you should take that responsibility seriously, okay? But don't take yourself that seriously.
Let me add one word instead of but. And
And
don't take yourself so seriously. We're going to go to, we have sponsors that love our show. So we're going to go to a quick break, and we urge everybody, these sponsors, they wouldn't be here if we didn't think they're worthy. So listen to this and consider using the sponsor.
Any business leader who has stood in front of potential investors can tell you, creating a vivid, compelling vision of the future can be the difference between bankruptcy and billions. If you can move people with words, you can practically will things into existence. Something that seems impossible can be made to seem inevitable. But not with bullet points, with a well-crafted and well-told story. I spent 30 years in advertising, creating stories for giant brands, universities, and governments, and changing people's hearts and minds. And over those years, I accumulated a treasure chest of insights about how to entertain and inspire and move people. And I think I can teach you. Can you think of a tool more powerful than human speech? See how your value changes when you start to master the oldest human art form.
Good day, beautiful, bountiful, beloved, immortal beings, and good-looking people. Remember, you're good-looking because you're always looking for and finding the good. You have found good in abundance with your humble host, the Ambassador of Joy, Barry Shore, and my dear beloved friend, wonderful Edwin, the Chief Happiness Officer of the world, joy and happiness. And we're discussing the issue that every human being faces, obstacles. And the chief obstacle that wonderful Edwin has identified is a 5-letter word. Is it 6 or 5? S-T-R-E. That's 3. Oh, 5. Stress. But I'm going to say a different way. Stress. Because we are going to give you in the next few minutes tools to enable you how to leverage stress to your advantage. To your advantage.
wow.
And here's what I'm going to start with right now. There are several ways to understand stress in an acronym. This is the Barry Shore Insight, because I love words. Words make a difference. We have acronyms. So the first way that most human beings approach stress, wonderful Edwin, is the following. Ready?
Yes.
Stomach turning reality, enabling self-sabotage. You know what happened? I lost my job. We might lose the house. The kids are going crazy. My cousin committed suicide. The country's falling apart. There's wars all over. And people either internalize that or they express it, but they let it affect themselves mentally, spiritually, and physically.
Yes.
We're going to shift your perspective. Remember, keep that F in place and listen to this one. And listen to this one. Remember, we talked in the first part of the show, put that butt in your butt and keep it there. And
sit on it, sit on it.
Right. Oh, I love that. And sit on it. Squash it, squish it, do it. Stress is the way you want to look at it. Ready? Stomach turning reality. Yes, you may have lost your job. You may lose the house. Your cousin did commit suicide. The kids are going crazy. The country's falling apart. There's wars everywhere. Stomach turning reality, enabling self-success. Self-success, Barry Shore. What are you talking about? Because these 6 words will absolutely shift your whole perspective. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Yes. How you choose to respond in any given situation will not only show you the pathway of your life, but the trajectory. And Edwin, my beloved partner and friend, has interviewed thousands and thousands of people regarding happiness, and he can tell you it's true. It's how you choose to respond in any given situation, because stuff does happen. Hello, it's called life. So Edwin, with that insight, stomach turning reality, enabling self-success.
Yes.
Can you add something to that? And
absolutely. So let's start with one of the lists that you just threw out there. and which is one of the more common stuff also, is somebody lost their job. Now, you lose your job. You can react the way Barry said initially and put yourself in a terrible position, or you lose your job and you say, wow, here is an opportunity to start something else. Golly, how exciting is that? Man, let me go back and put all the experience that I've accumulated into a different packaging, okay? And your brain is now going at 1,000 miles an hour because guess what? It does not matter what you do. I can tell you that you have more experience now than before you started it. And now you can package that experience and you are more valuable. Your brain is going to be thinking about creative ways to put that experience into work because you remain happy.
I need to unpack something here. The genius of Edwin and working together as partners, Barry here, the ambassador of joy. Remember, joy stands for journey of you. Journey of you. When you internalize, utilize, and leverage that, things happen. We don't rehearse. We don't think ahead of what we're going to talk. We have a topic, but we are so integrated into being of service for everybody listening. This show is not about Edwin, great guy that he is, or Barry, fabulous fellow. It's about you being the best you. I am so energized by what you said, relating what I just said to you. What about stress? And even thinking what he just said, you've been fired. Okay. So somebody will say you lost your job. He's saying, listen to this. Opportunity. Listen to what he said. You're more valuable than you were before. By definition.
Yes.
You can repackage. You can be creative. CREATE is a fabulous acronym. It stands for causing, rethinking, enabling all to excel.
Wow.
See, when you cause rethinking, which is what Edwin is sharing with us, and avoiding the but, oh, come on, Barry, come on, Edwin, but don't you know, blah, 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 blah. And look what can happen. Look at the possibilities. Is it going to be tough? Maybe. Absolutely. Oh, there'll be an obstacle. Okay. Can you turn it into a stepping stone?
Yes.
Can you recognize that you have the power, not just to overcome, but to become the best you possible? I am jumping for joy with what you said, wonderful Edwin. And that's why we urge everybody. I mean, everybody that's watching. We have thousands and thousands of people that are listening and watching. Share this with at least 5 people. That's what we ask. And then say, wherever you listen to podcasts, say, hey, this is one of the best on the internet. Because it is. This is the best podcast, show, webinar, whatever you want to call it.
By far.
On the entire internet.
Yes.
On the entire internet.
Yes.
There's billions of websites. There's millions of podcasts. This is the best one on happiness and joy because it's only about you. YOU, you becoming the best you. That was just so valuable, Edwin.
And Barry, let me just quickly.
You hear what he just said? And
let me add to that. Okay, let me add to that. And that is, folks, and sometimes people don't really let this sink in. And I want to take my time because I want it to really, really sink in. Okay. You've just gotten fired. And here we are, Barry, the ambassador of joy, Edwin, the chief happiness officer, is saying you should celebrate. You should be happy you got fired. There is that little thing in your head that's going to be saying, you see, it's easy for them to say that because they are not the one that get fired. And so.
And they're rich and handsome and successful.
Yeah, they can be saying that. But here is what I want you to keep in mind. If you are looking for another job and you are unhappy, will you hire yourself?
Wait a minute. I want everybody to listen. We don't oftentimes have what we call dead time on a podcast. I say, quiet. Oh my gosh, nobody's speaking. Listen to this question again. Would you hire yourself? Look in the mirror. Would you hire yourself? You probably point a finger and start laughing. Not with that face. So therefore, come on.
Get happy now.
Wake up.
And here is the other thing, Harry. Here is the other thing. Let's say you decide you want to start a business because now you've been fired, you've been released, there's opportunity. You want to start a new business and you are unhappy. Would you do business with yourself?
If that doesn't make you start laughing, nothing else will. And by the way, laughter is still your best medicine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, let it flow.
Yeah,
this is so valuable because, as Edwin mentioned, I mean, we're not throwing a lot of things out. Let's go back to the 3 words that he mentioned. I am happy. Yes. Your head may be saying, "What are you talking about? You just go fight. Don't you know?" Blah, 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 blah. And you say, "And guess what? And I am in control.
Yes,
I'm happy. I know how to say thank you." The next person that you meet, you're going to literally, consciously and conscientiously just say, I just want to say thank you to this person. Say, what are you talking about? I just walked by you. I just want to thank you for being in the world and sharing a smile with me.
Yeah.
That person, you just shifted that person into a different orbit for the whole day.
Totally. And you shift yourself too. Because the way the person go look at you and the smile they will send at you, and you're like, whoa, just that little thing I said, that little thing can transform the whole world.
He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole wide world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands because he's beaming with joy and happiness. Again, this is why people tune in. I get lots of emails from people and comments in such people saying, I don't know about you guys, but I just love listening. So when you love something, you want to share it.
Yes.
You want to spread the word. So urge your family and friends, again, at least 5 people. You want to do 50, 100, it's up to you. But at least 5. Everybody does that. We'll have 50,000 people listening regular basis. And put this in your calendars, the 1st and the 3rd Thursday of every month for the rest of your life. Because Thursday is not Thursday, it is Thankful Thursday. So whenever you meet somebody or you send an email, you send a text, or you send any communication, I urge people to preface with Thankful Thursday greetings, Edwin. And then you'll get a response, say, what is that all about? You say, well, I just want to let you know I'm thankful for you. What? You're thankful for me? What is that about? Well, blah, blah. And now conversation becomes different. Remember, take those 3 letters. Take those 3 letters, B-U-T, put on a piece of paper, put them in your back pocket and sit on it, as he said.
Yeah, sit on it.
And replace it in your vocabulary, your thoughts, your words, and your deeds with 3 other letters, beginning with A, A-N-D, da-da-da-da-da. And let me share something with you in a positive, purposeful, powerful, pleasant way. Edwin, we only have another minute before we wrapping up the session. Give us an insight for the next 26 seconds that you want to share with people that they really need to bring away with them from today.
Well, it's one thing to say, I am happy. And then it's another thing to start to inject yourself with unhappy stuff. Okay. Maintain healthy lifestyles. Watch what's going to your body, not only just the thoughts that go into your mind, but also the food that go into your mouth. And get your body and walk and do some exercise. If you smoke, consider stopping the smoking, because it's not only harmful to you, but it's harmful to people around you. And
we're conscious of our time and your time. And I want to say again, a huge thank you to dear Edwin. And what we do on this show when we come to a close is we do a hug for people all around the world, because we have people listening everywhere. Hug stands for heartfelt, unlimited giving. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Roar! blessing from Barry and Edwin is go forth, live exuberantly, spread the seeds of joy, happiness, peace, and love. Go mad. Go make a difference. Oh, where are you? Good day, beautiful, bountiful, beloved, immortal beings, and good-looking people. Remember, you're good-looking, so always looking for and finding the good. And here you found the goodest good possible, the greatest show about happiness, joy on the internet. Finding happiness and joy with Edwin and Barry. There is no greater show on earth. Welcome. Get ready. Buckle up, because you're about to find happiness and joy.